Thank you for tuning in to Through, the #1 podcast about everything you care about.
It's true. It's through.
That's us.
What's good, Rob?
Jamel.
Nice shades.
Hey, man, it's rough out here.
A little bright in here.
I'm going through it. You know?
Yeah, I know. I understand.
I lost my tech challenges.
Damn.
The Lakers lost.
How'd you lose your shoes?
They cracked. I went to Trader Joe's.
I thought you threw them. I thought you threw them at the game.
When I looked down, it was an earthquake.
They were lost to the streets. You didn't lose them. They became lost.
Yeah, no. I got to pour one out for them.
Understood.
Yeah, them air bubbles don't last forever. These my only tech challenges I got left are the LeBron 16 tech challenges.
Mm-hmm.
The reason we ended up getting black tech challenges that I've been praying for years and I never went and got them. Now them things like $700.
I don't even understand how a shoe could be $700.
Because way more people want them than they exist.
Then they should just not exist. Damn it. I'm tired of shoes. I'm tired of knowing more about shoe prices than stocks on the NASDAQ. I need to know what like Northrop Grumman is doing. I need to know what GE is doing. Now, why do I know that a pair of tech challenges is $700?
I mean, I watch the new John Mulaney special. He talking about flipping a Rolex.
What?
I'm sitting there like he should have went to Flight Club and then Stadium Goods.
They do watches.
He would have made way more money if he would have just went between Flight Club, Stadium Goods.
He could have did his thing. eBay is trying to get watches cracking. You've seen the ads? They're just trying to get people to buy watches on eBay.
Watches went up during the pandemic. The best time to buy a Rolex is when the world is ending. Who knew?
When everybody knows what time it is because they never left the house. You're painfully aware of what time it is.
That's when it was time to get one to rock and one to stock of Rolexes.
Okay. Damn, I missed another one.
Yeah, next time the world thinks they're about to end,
Give me a rollie?
Go on ahead, go to Jacob,
dab a
floss
ranch?
your wrists up. Yeah.
Somebody was trying to tell me that a dab of ranch was drugs. And
what?
I was like, no, they're just...
Who wants... Drugs are not condiments for your watch.
First off, yeah, exactly. Why would I refer to any drug as ranch?
Yeah. So who made that? Rolly with the dab of ranch.
It was some little kids. One of them little kids.
Was that Salento?
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah.
His name
Come on.
It's not cilantro?
Cilantro, he didn't want no drugs on his Rolex.
He saw the rap snacks that the Migos had with the dab of ranch on them.
He might not even known that Rolly is short for Rolex.
True story.
He might have just been like, no, I don't want a Rolex. I want a Rolly.
A Rolex on wheels?
All I wanted was a Rolly.
We've avoided talking about the Lakers long enough, right?
Oh, man.
We've avoided it long enough.
Hey, man. Hey, thank you to Darvin Ham for an incredible season. They threw everything at you.
Mm-hmm.
Russell Westbrook was at your press conference. You know, like you never had a moment to breathe. You had two totally different rosters. You had our favorite cameraman, Pat Beverly. You had to deal with a lot. So many handshakes that you had to watch LeBron learn in one season. The traffic, you had to figure out how to park, get into crypto.com arena. Come on, man. Darvin Ham, like we respect you and we see that you had a lot thrown at you for a first year coach. Media scrutiny, started out 2-10. Ended up in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Pretty good. Not by Lakers standards.
We got 17 up there, know.
Okay, that would be an okay year for a Lakers.
Yeah, that's just regular stuff for a Showtime Laker.
You have no idea what I would do to get swept in a conference final. For the Wizards to watch the Wizards get swept in a conference final, I would feel like nothing but joy.
Yeah,
because it's impossible; it'll never happen. So if I saw it happen, I would be like, "Wow, we never should have been here. This is amazing."
You got close to the semis.
That's not a thing. That's called losing in the second round.
I mean, you got close to the conference finals.
We was in the semis. That's making
it was
the playoffs.
A game away.
Making the playoffs is close.
Right.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
It will happen for you, bro.
Nah.
One day the Wizards will ride again.
Nah, let that all go.
Nah,
we good. We're never gonna win. It's fine.
Don't say that. Don't say that. One day, okay. Winnie Harlow's gonna be sitting there in May. I believe in you.
Some spring wear?
No,
early summer.
Sitting courtside, Wizards.
That's what I'm saying. It's May.
Mm-hmm.
We're still alive.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I just wanted to just put it in perspective for you because I know Laker Nation is hurting right now. And
yeah, I mean,
that's dumb because your team was supposed to be in the lottery. The Pelicans were supposed to get the number 1 pick because the Lakers had the worst season in league history, and the exact opposite happened.
Right.
It's amazing.
I mean, that's the power of LeBron. That's the power of believing. That's the power of AD. That's the power of late season D'Lo. It's the power of Dennis Schroeder.
They already got D'Lo off the team.
I'm not saying D'Lo's off the team. I mess with D'Lo. Ice in my veins was appropriated by the entire team. We wouldn't have made it through the play-in if it wasn't for Ice in the veins.
The whole league took Ice in the veins.
The whole league, the whole world.
Soccer team.
TikTok.
Yeah.
They put sheesh on it.
Real Madrid is doing Ice in the veins.
Right. Actually, so D'Lo is a innovator worldwide, and he's to be respected.
Real Madrid is actually doing something very different.
Okay.
We do not approve. That's all.
Okay.
I'll fill you in later.
Yeah, let me know later
messing
about
around
that.
out there. Things is
a
little sideways.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen next year. I'm worried about LeBron's foot long term.
Yeah,
I feel like
true.
he sacrificed his foot to make this playoff run.
He sacrificed his foot to break Kareem's record in front of Jay-Z.
So the foot's been gone for months.
The foot's been gone since the night after the Grammys when Jay-Z hit him and was like, hey, I'm going to stay in town to see y'all play OKC. And you know what that means. He's not coming to see Shea. He's coming to see you break the record.
You better do it.
You better do it.
Remember
Kareem's got season tickets. He can go there whenever.
Of course.
Hove was in town.
Which is the most important. As we can all, that he is like, is that, like if it was the 1700s, he would have like statues up. Like Jay-Z
for sure.
Have, like,
for sure.
If it
huge
was the
paintings.
Middle Ages, he would have big like, it'd be stained glass Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know. Did they put those up while people were alive?
I think so.
That's wild. That's wild.
Jay-Z being the most important person in the culture is interesting because when you look back, he actually was pretty corny. Like back in the day.
Whoa, not gonna condone this.
All I'm saying is
one bit.
All I'm gonna say
I like Volume 1. So if you're going anywhere near Volume 1, you're in big trouble, bucko.
I'm not going
We've ridden to Volume 1.
I'm not going at Volume 1.
So where are you going?
I'm not talking about Volume 1. I'm talking about Black Album. I'm talking about
you don't like the Black Album?
Get it tailored up. No, I'm talking about him wearing button-ups, untucked.
Change clothes?
I'm talking about change clothes. I'm talking about
we believed it.
I'm talking about him trying to sell us Reeboks like they were Gucci
We
loafs.
Believed it.
That's what I'm talking about.
The reason why I don't wear a jersey every episode is because of the change clothes era and me feeling like if you're 30 plus and you wearing a jersey, something's wrong with you.
Well, I don't wear them because the Nike fucked them up. The cut is wrong.
Okay.
The new jerseys, you can't wear them. You can't be overweight and wear a new Nike Swingman.
But I have Mitchell and Ness throwbacks, and I don't put them on my body.
And that's a personal choice, Rob. I ain't telling you you can't. I'm just saying, if you really look back, we not dressing like that. Ain't nobody talking like that. That sound it did not stand the test of time.
You act like Jay-Z made pants on the ground.
He didn't make pants on the ground. He didn't do that.
Yeah.
I know he didn't do that. Remember when he's making diss songs, he's making diss tracks about like Soulja Boy and Deshaun Stevenson in a button up.
Come on, man.
Untucked in the
Come
studio
on. You always got to take it to some Wizard stuff.
with some Reeboks
We were
on?
talking about the Lakers.
I'm sorry.
The Lakers season.
Once you said Jay-Z
something
in
way more
basketball,
important.
once you said Jay-Z in basketball, my mind went where
Right,
it went.
sure. But
He was wrong for that.
Lakers, what's going on with them, way more important than anything the Denver Nuggets got going on. Oh, we're going to the finals. Oh, we're a basketball team. Nobody cares. Michael Malone.
Why does it feel like nobody cares? They should care. It's a good basketball team with star players.
First of all, we have a whole week till the finals to talk about the Nuggets. Second of all,
You tell me we can't talk about the Nuggets right now?
we can, but then people are going to change the channel. That's the society we live in. I'm sorry. That's the way the league markets itself, okay? Individual players, stars. I'm sorry. Oh, you can play basketball really well. Have you ever talked to a cartoon? I don't think so. Jamal Murray, what are you doing?
Playing basketball.
Playing basketball.
Real good.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, I put my wedding ring in my sneakers. That's not going to get the ratings, dog.
He loves his wife.
The
And he loves the
baddies,
game.
bro.
Y'all don't even got the baddies.
And sometimes you've been disrespectful putting the wedding ring on the top, which means you feel like your shoe's not going to get untied. Because it's like, really, Joker? You going to put your wedding ring without, like it's one thing if you put it.
They never get untied.
No, because most games he puts it on the second loop, like just in case my shoes get untied. When he played us and swept us, he had that ring up near the tippy.
Yeah, because he was putting y'all to bed.
Yo, I didn't like that.
And
I
he
didn't
did.
like that.
I'm good.
Put your ring lower. Be respectful.
Don't get swept. The most respectful thing to do is to not get swept.
I'd rather get swept in close games than swept in blowouts.
What does that even mean? That's
that
not
means,
even.
Dog, every game was close, so it's almost like we swept them too.
That's the exact. When you mopped them. Is that a mop?
Right. While they was sweeping us, we was mopping them. Now you all wet.
I don't like how this feels. I don't like where this is going at all, man. Come on, man. Just whatever, dude.
Shout out to the Denver Nuggets, a worthy opponent. I wish that Kentavious Caldwell-Pope could have played like a UGA basketball player and not the champion Laker that he is during this series.
Wow. So you're giving it all. You're giving all the props to.
I'm giving everybody their props. Shout out to Nikola Jokic. Mm-hmm. What a shot! Never seen a release like that. Man, in adversity, funny press conference. He said, "I've been off balance my whole life."
He's not balanced.
Self-deprecating.
There's something in his ear. There's something in his ear.
Yeah, no. Shout out to Jamal Murray. Shout out to Aaron Gordon. I would give his performance a 9 out of 10.
Okay. Where did he lose the? Why wasn't it a 10?
I don't think he's allowed to get a full 10.
You can't get a full 10.
Yeah.
Especially if you haven't talked. The only way you get a full 10 is if you talk to a cartoon.
Right.
So that's a 9 out of 10.
Right. 49 out of 50 in my book.
Sure.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. I didn't think I was going to get swept either. And then I came out of the locker room looking real soggy.
I thought it was a possibility the whole time. The whole time I was like, it's a possibility
You thought they were going to get swept after game 1.
Because we already won the championship. We already beat the champions. We beat the Warriors. They're last year's champions. So we were already the champions. So then it's like, all right, do we want to go to this year's finals since we just won the championship?
Last year's. You guys just won.
We just won last week a championship. So it's just like,
but where is the champion? Where is this written down?
The Warriors won last year.
I heard that. I heard about that.
And then we beat them. So technically,
year after.
We dethroned the champs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And we won the California championship because we got out after the Clippers, Warriors, and the Kings. So we're the champions of California.
What do you get, a big-ass orange for that? What do they give you?
Maybe. Give us some wine.
Free fast pass.
Give us some LeBron wine. Some D-Wade wine.
Is that even grown in California?
Some Channing Frye wine.
They grew that at his house, man.
Come on, man. Some Parent Trap wine.
Whatever it takes for you to sleep at night, Rob, that's what I'll say.
Hey, You wish you had a California championship. I'm sorry, you don't.
I would like to have one. If the Wizards were eligible, I would want to win it.
Yeah, we don't know if you're gonna beat the state championship. If next year the Wizards beat every California team in California, I'll give you a California championship next year.
Thank you. I'm gonna make you talk about the Nuggets some more later, but you made a good point right before we hit record. The East Finals is still happening.
The East Finals is still happening.
It's still happening, folks.
If a team can win 3 in a row, does that mean the other team can win 4 in a row? Do you see it going to 7 games in Boston?
Honestly, I mean, yeah, because, I mean, they've got a guy that they'll let do anything. Boston has a guy who the refs might forget to call a foul on.
Who's that?
Jason Statham. Jason Statham.
Okay.
Tatum is the X factor because they will allow him to do anything at certain points in the game. And nobody knows when, but he will get a Mario star and become invincible at some point.
Yeah.
It seems like Miami could have used Tyler Herro last night because you need somebody who could just do some one-on-one stuff in a closeout game.
Yeah. No, Tyler Herro was missed last night. Also, I don't like Stan Van Gundy trying to play Tyler Herro's outfit.
Yeah. I mean,
Stan, we come to you for basketball conversation. We do not come to you for fashion. I don't want Stan Van Gundy to like none of my outfits.
That's fair. That's fair. He's not in your demo.
If Stan likes something I got on, I did something wrong.
Terrible
I need
job.
to go put something else on.
Unless you were going to work at be a supervisor at a power plant.
Right. Then it's like I'll come to Stan.
Yeah. Stan, yeah. What color light blue work shirt should I wear?
Mm-hmm. What goes well with this reflective vest and hard hat?
And he'll have an answer. Well, actually, I think maybe you should go with the loafers. I think you should go with the brown loafers here. Well, thank you, Stanley.
I didn't know you had a Stan Van Gundy.
I got a little Stan in me.
That's way better than Dwight Howard's Stan Van Gundy.
When Dwight was doing Stan, I was...
Dwight! What are you doing, Dwight?
I was so pissed as a child watching him do that because I knew I had a better Stan.
That's crazy.
In 10th grade.
A grown man pissed as a child.
Yes. I'm grown now. I was
Stan did not get there while you was a kid.
I was a
Stan
baby.
Was still with Shaq when you was a kid.
I was in my mother's womb, upset, thinking about Dwight Howard. 15 years later, doing this shit, not sounding like Stan at all.
Not sounding like Stan at all. But like Dwight Howard got away with impressions when he was an all-star.
Everybody, when he did that, I knew that his career was going to take a turn.
Remember he used to do Shaq?
Yeah.
He used to do Shaq.
He used to do Shaq when Shaq was still active.
When Shaq was still in the league.
Insane.
I'm Shaq. I'm Shaquille O'Neal. It's just him doing Ari Spears
doing
Shaq.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
I should have known then. Well, who told Dwight to, hey, you know what? Do some voices.
Another funny video, Dwight, him welcoming LeBron to Shanghai.
That's a great video.
Yeah,
now Dwight online 10 times better than him pre-online when it was flip phone Dwight. Put that in the trash.
Dwight
on social media? Wow.
This is what happened. I think Dwight was so tall. People were like, I wonder what he sounds like. And then they talk to him, and then he's doing an impression. And they're laughing at the fact that they weren't expecting him to do an impression.
Yeah, tall people shouldn't do that.
Then they have him do it for somebody else. It turns into a thing. Now Dwight has the confidence to go on First Take and do an impression.
Back to the Heat.
Back to the Heat.
My bad.
You good.
I was starting to... The Celtics before Game 4 were all in the media like, hey, you better not let us win one.
They tweeted that. They tweeted that. Multiple tweets. Saying the same thing in different words.
And now they won one, so I guess the series is over now.
Yeah. They think they're going to win a Eastern Conference championship like that.
My thing is, I don't know how good that team is at Boston. Obviously, this is going to come out, and Boston's going to win by 1 million
Right.
in Game 5, but right now, that team at home, because once they like if they give up like an 8-0 run to Miami, the crowd is going to sit down. They're going to sit down. They're going to wonder where Scalabrine is. They're going to wonder why Peyton Pritchard isn't in the game. They're going to wonder why Brad Stevens isn't the coach.
Right.
They're just going to have a lot of questions.
They're going to have a lot of questions, as they should. Like, I feel like the Heat play basketball and the Celtics play jazz. And that's kind of different.
Yeah, that's not the same as
it's like they're out there improvising, and it's like, oh, it's the points you don't see. But at the same time, it's like, yo, when you watch the Heat on defense and offense, everyone knows what they're supposed to do. They're like a unit. It's crazy.
It's on a string.
Yeah. And when you see the Celtics, you're like, you see a lot of people thinking. Now, sometimes they have the right ideas. Sometimes they have crazy ideas that are like, well, that worked out. But then other times it's like, I don't see the Heat thinking. I just see them
getting it done. And I just hope they keep that up, man. I hope that Marcus Smart was not right. Would love to see the Celtics lose Game 5 at home.
Right.
And get this thing blown the heck up, baby. Come on.
Oh, so you want some of the pieces of the explosion. You want some of the rubble.
Bring him on down.
Who do you want?
I'd love Marcus Smart down the highway.
Yeah?
Love him.
Yeah, that would actually be good.
I would love him.
Yeah,
please.
That might be.
Please.
Okay.
I'll clone Bradley Beal.
Okay.
Please, just get him.
What if he continues to wear green hair? Even though he plays for y'all, he doesn't conform and have patriotic hair. He has green hair.
Well, I got to see what it look like on the court. Because if he comes out and he's averaging 18 and 10, 18 and 9 or something, I'm like, all right, sure.
Okay.
Keep it green.
Keep it green.
Because we can make that work, dog.
Yeah.
Red and green with the little blue on we can make it all Christmas.
Got you.
We could just do Christmas.
You can do like the lawn, the White House lawn is green.
That might get us a Christmas game if you do that. Yeah. I'm with that, and obviously I'm with Jaylen Brown.
Okay.
Bring Jaylen on down.
So then where does Bradley Beal go when Jaylen comes down?
Dude, go to Boston. You could go be a Revolutionary War reenactor in Massachusetts.
Okay. I didn't know Bradley Beal was into that.
I think he might be.
Okay.
So I think it's the town for him. You need to go up there. Philly is the second runner-up. Third is probably Portland.
Okay. So you want Bradley Beal to be in the mix?
Honorable mention to Miami. Yeah, I want to see Brad in the playoffs. I want Brad to be happy.
Yeah.
Go be a playoff. Go.
That would be fire. That would be nice.
Go.
Okay.
Go.
Kyle Kuzma.
Now, Kuzma could get his ass going, too.
Whoa.
Hey, listen. I think...
Whoa.
Nah,
ladies and gentlemen, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Pardon me. Pardon my takes. Because obviously Kyle Kuzma is a fantastic basketball player.
Come on, man. Come on. He would have made that shot if Jesus was guarding him.
But the whole time he's been with us, he's still talking to LeBron all the time.
What's wrong with that?
You know what's wrong with that.
LeBron's a cool guy.
Listen,
if I had a handshake with LeBron, I would hit up LeBron whenever.
Listen, man.
Hey, Brian, what's going on with you, man?
We need a leader who is about being here and not going to be on Twitter all the time talking about how he won a ring with LeBron.
Okay.
That's all. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Like, Kyle could obviously argue against this and be like, I'm just having fun watching basketball. It's not that serious. But in actuality, I think we all know you ain't really you're not trying to spend the next 5 years in D.C.
I see how, like how you do, you take everything and make the Wizards the victim.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that right now and say a Grizzly fan would love a star player that just tweets.
Ooh.
They would just love it. Just hashtag it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you just, I'm home watching the game. Not doing nothing else. There's nothing in my pockets.
There's nothing in my hand but my phone.
Ja Morant, man.
Yeah, man.
I feel like we cursed him. With the first thing we ever said was about him, and now it's still on him.
I think part of the problem is that the NBA is a 365 brand and that they report on social media. So it started with Twitter reporting on players' tweets. Now they report on lives. Academics broke that story. Like that's nasty. Like
That
that
sucks.
doesn't have to make its way to broadcast.
A guy bent off Hennessy
Yeah.
was the one who gave us the news.
Yeah, the guy that follows around Tekashi 6ix9ine, that's the guy, the Warren Chirac, that's the guy that broke the Ja story.
Tough, because he was at the club, or he was just like watching a webcam of the club.
Academics don't be outside.
He doesn't leave
he's probably
he
got
just had a
surveillance
webcam.
footage of the club, you know. But he probably follows Ja's friends on live.
Oh, sure.
Like on Instagram, you know.
Which is very nasty business.
Nasty business.
And that's, we've gone over it. Ja's homies let him down. Ja is a wild kid as well. What's happening now is a bummer just because it's like he was very dramatic on his Instagram story.
Yeah.
He like said bye. And my first thought was he's probably shutting his social media down.
Right.
But the look of it was very like, whoa, dude, like you can't call your mom and tell her you love her. Why is this a post?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he's also like a kid.
He's also a kid.
He's also a kid. So
Yeah.
he's not even, he just was being mad dramatic. And if there's one thing that I know that is a constant in my life, guys who want you to know that they're hard guys who will punch you in their face cannot stand being made a joke of.
Right.
And once the laughing got even louder, once they suspended him on 2K,
yeah,
he couldn't take it.
Right.
And he's like, I can't take this.
That's a lot, man.
And everybody's worried about him. And it's like, my first thought wasn't to be worried, but then I was like, yeah, maybe the sheriff should go there. We know he likes guns, and we know he's sad now.
Yeah.
Maybe pull up on him, see what's up. I hope he's good. That's all I can really.
We need a new commissioner. We need a new commissioner. This man, Adam Silver, letting the Nuggets Heat be the finals.
Jesus, man.
8-game suspensions.
We only get what the real final should be once every 10 years,
What are you
Rob.
doing? Wemby to San Antonio? What is this basketball? What are you doing?
Come on, man.
Dog, get your top draft pick in a top market, okay? Get the Lakers Celtics. David Stern would never. AI David Stern. That's who I wanted to be the new commissioner. AI David Stern.
And I know you're right. If AI David Stern was the commissioner, we would be watching Lakers Celtics right now.
Lakers Celtics right now.
But I'm glad we're not. Like I said, Rob, we only get what the real final should be once a decade.
Who knows? In Adam Silver's NBA, it might just be basketball all the time.
I like basketball.
It might be a team sport. You might need a whole 15-player roster.
I like watching an offensive possession with 3 passes in it.
There might be X's and O's. There might be plays. Like who wants that? Adam Silver?
I don't like it when a guy just dribbles down and then points and asks for a pick and then just shoots it. I don't like that. I like it when they pass it and everybody moves.
What if they slide it on the floor and they point? What if they do one of those?
Well, that's
What if
fun.
they point and then they call a little shaky timeout?
That's cute.
Okay.
That's just cute, man.
The shaking is what made me scared because it's like, yo, why is this shaking? You know what I'm saying?
It was the first time he really
some Hulk Hogan type.
He just let too much real emotion come out. It make it shaky when you get real.
Shout out Jimmy Buckets, man, figuring out a way to get out of a situation where, people didn't want you to win. They didn't like how you handled them. They didn't like how you talked to them. They labeled you difficult. Get into another situation, they label you difficult. All you trying to do is win. You just passionate. And then finally go somewhere where they reward passion, for they reward you caring.
Well, they needed somebody to do that for them. It's not so much that, it was just a good fit. Like, Udonis Haslem was retiring, so he didn't have the authority to curse people out anymore.
Yeah.
And Miami needed a guy to come in and curse people out, and Jimmy came right on time.
Sometimes you need that, you know?
I will say that I'm worried about the Jokic brothers in South Beach. I don't think they should go to South Beach.
No, we've already seen, Markeith was on. Was it Markeith or Marcus?
It was Markeith.
Markeith, yeah, in that whole situation with the Morris twins when he was on the Heat. Also, Aaron Gordon, Kyle Lowry got a little chippy in the bubble. I'm in room 836, so.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's going to be intense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking some elbows are going to fly. I don't think either of these teams is going to actually get into a fight. They both seem a little too professional to really get into a fight. But I think the Jokic brothers are going to get into a fight. I think they're going to get in. They're going to get into the mix with the wrong silk-shirted man.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not really going to know when they get hit in the head with some stone crabs. When people start hitting them with horseshoe crabs in the head, they ain't going to know what happened.
Don't get hyped because you talk trash to Jack Nicholson. He couldn't even hear you.
Yeah,
you wasn't even close enough for him to hear you.
On Quaaludes
Best
as well.
believe you go back in time, do that to Here's Johnny, and you going to see The Shining.
500 Wolves is on you.
Yeah. So,
and that's on everything.
Come on, man. You going to dance with the devil in the pale moonlight if you mess with him back in the
Yeah, true. You
89.
can't. Yeah. This 2023 Jack Nicholson is very easy to go at.
Why are you yelling at that old man? He's used to people cheering for him. So he probably, the cheers probably drowned out whatever you were saying.
He thought you said that you just saw Chinatown recently and you liked it.
Mm-hmm. Which is on Max. I think it survived.
Ooh.
They forced me. I thought I could choose. I didn't know I have to go to Max. Like, they was like, no, it's Max now. You got to install. I was like, install? Like, I can't type a paper on this. What you mean install? Like, just download. It's a streaming app. Why I got to install it?
This for the rest of your life, and it come with the U2 album.
Come on, man. Did you ever listen to that U2 album?
I did.
I never did.
Well, that's only because I didn't have a real cell phone service.
When it came on, I would get pissed and like...
Yeah, as soon as it... I never really let it play. The only time I let it play was when my phone was being used at a comedy show.
But if I would have had a Samsung when the Magna Carta Holy Grail came out, I would have been bragging about it. I would have been like, BBC might be Jay-Z's best song. Have y'all heard this? This is amazing. A billionaire. This is crazy. Timberland did that.
So, Rob, what you got on today?
Oh, yeah, I got standard issue tees. I got the cardigan sweatshirt with the sweat shorts. Got on the vintage Nike socks with the Tech Challenge.
Oh.
LeBron 16s.
Vintage, what year is those?
And then I got a vintage Charles Barkley shirt on,
Ah.
Yeah.
For the front court guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Jamel, what you rocking?
Well, I did a little something, it's a little wacky, but it's for Melo today.
Okay, for Melo.
Did it for Melo.
For the greatest player, second greatest player in Atlanta Hawks history.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So obviously, I got some light blue on. I got them. What is it? The CLOT.
Okay.
It's like those 13 trainers or whatever they made.
Got you. You got on some J's aren't number J's for Melo.
For Melo, exactly. Some non-numbered J's with the light blue popping.
Yeah.
And a little red to commemorate his time in Atlanta.
The orange stripe on the pants.
You know what I'm saying? And
for
then
Syracuse.
Yeah, exactly. See this, and then this is a little New York. This is a little Syracuse.
Little Knicks, little Syracuse.
We upstate. We in the city.
OKC hat.
Everyone's favorite Melo.
Yeah, hoodie Melo.
AP
on the top.
AP, they say that got to come off the bench. AP, they say I gotta come off the bench. You hear that?
Oh man.
Yeah, they said it.
Yo, he tried to do that bit in Houston and it did not work
out.
Buddy,
come off the bench.
Yeah.
He should have just been in Portland the whole time.
Right.
He should have just been in Portland the whole time.
Right.
I can't believe you didn't just go to Portland and you decided Oklahoma over Portland.
Rip City, man.
You deserve everything you got. Melo, we love you.
Great on the Lakers. Melo was great on the Lakers.
He had a great year.
They just hit the Melo button too much.
Yeah, you can't do that.
He was supposed to do that in the playoffs, But they needed him to just stay afloat, and then they drowned.
Yeah. They didn't. They did not exactly put Melo in a great position to succeed.
If we would have signed Melo instead of Tristan, we might be in the finals.
Today?
Yeah.
The real finals, not the last year finals.
No, the real finals. Like we would have been not only the California champions, but in contention of being the world champions.
The champions of the world.
Yeah. Shout out to Melo, man. Just like that 15 Nuggets jersey, when that hit the streets, that extended the jersey era. That's the reason the Black Album didn't all the way take over.
And that's how I felt.
Is that Melo Nuggets jersey, for some reason, I don't know if it's the connection to Lala. I don't know if it's the braids.
It's everything.
I don't know if
it's all of it.
If the national championship, girls like that Nuggets jersey.
It's a great jersey to wear around girls. It's a great jersey to wear to any pool party.
Right. Like, if a guy wore it, it was cool too. But something about the Carolina blue kicks, headband, Melo jersey.
It was because of the Stop Snitching campaign.
You in the game, but girls like wearing that jersey. And I'm not talking about trombone playing girls, like saxophone playing girls. No offense. But it was some flute players and some clarinet players wearing that Nuggets jersey.
All styles.
Yeah.
All cuts of human girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I mean, Melo did it all. He's the hood's favorite from Baltimore. Was in the Stop Snitching video.
Come on.
Wait,
he's from Baltimore?
Yeah.
He's not from New York?
No. Well, see, he was like, he was out there, but he was out there too. He was both ways.
Yeah, okay, all right. This whole Tupac, New York, Baltimore, it gets confusing.
Take your pick.
It gets confusing.
He's from wherever you want him to be from.
I feel like D.C. you don't get to do that. But Baltimore, you do get to be like, oh, actually, I'm really from New York.
Because when you live in Baltimore, you could take the bus to New York for 12 cents.
That's true. That's very true. It is a cheap ride.
It's a cheap-ass ride.
Right.
Baltimore to New York on the bus?
Right.
They might pay you to take that.
If you're from Philly, you're never from New York. But if you're from Baltimore, you can just kind of...
I got out of it because...
I always wanted to play for the Knicks. I'm just going to blow this whole team up because I always wanted to play for the Knicks because I'm from Baltimore.
Everybody from Baltimore had to leave Baltimore at some point.
Okay.
You cannot just stay in Baltimore.
But he left Baltimore, went to Syracuse.
Yeah. Well,
and then
went to Oak Hill.
Went to Oak Hill. Where's Oak Hill?
That is in the woods in Virginia. That is a...
Golly, man.
Western Virginia.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, like West Virginia or Western Virginia?
Western Virginia.
Okay. All right. So the little
over
dip,
there.
The little dip in Virginia.
They say it's Hill and Valley. That's the valley.
Why don't we ever hear about anybody else from Oak Hill other than basketball?
Because that's all they do.
This is great private school. Why are they not winning like national science fairs and stuff?
Because it's a basketball academy. Jordan is putting all the money. They putting the money. The basketball guys are putting the money in.
It's a basketball academy?
Yes.
They don't have school?
I mean, they got school if you play basketball.
So you just can't go to Oak Hill and go to games?
I think the only way you can go to Oak Hill and you don't play basketball is if your dad is a senator.
Okay.
I think you could pull that off then.
Okay.
Because they got a few people who don't play ball.
I'm going to apply to Oak Hill Academy.
They might let you in.
Yeah, I want to learn how to play basketball better.
Come on.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ty Lawson while we're at it.
Well, how did you feel about the video? Did you see the video?
Yeah, I saw the video. I thought it's interesting to have your son playing basketball in your retirement video.
Right.
But I get it's like this is just what dads do. This is what dads do. Dads want their sons to get recruited. And if your dad just so happens to be Carmelo Anthony, then I guess he will end up in a retirement video.
Yeah. If my dad had a retirement video and then I was hooping in it, that would be a bad look. That would be a bad look. Like that. I would have embarrassed the family. That would have been rough. If they would have showed me trying to, like, dribble. Also, Melo, do you not want your daughter to play basketball?
Yeah, kind of skipped it. And it's
He's holding pics of his daughter, and then it's like, my legacy, my
My
son.
son.
And then they show his son, and it's like, dang, what about?
Yeah,
okay.
and you also, this is a produced video.
Right.
You could have easily just done another take. Hey, I forgot to say daughter.
Yeah.
Let me get that in there. And he just kind of was like, she don't play basketball. We can move on.
Maybe there was other parts, and they were like,
But how
for
you get your
social, we
own-
got to cut it down.
How you get your own retirement video cut that you made?
I don't know. We
Where are
don't
the
know.
cuts?
We
He
don't know
might have
where we don't know where this monologue came from. We don't know what this he might have written a full letter, and then the best parts is what they use for the video.
Huh.
I'm trying to shoot Melo some bail.
Nah,
He
hey.
just retired, man.
I know. I appreciate you
y'all
trying.
get the rebound.
I
Fuck
appreciate-
out of here.
I appreciate you grabbing that. I appreciate you grabbing that for us. It was a little like, I just would have loved to seen another take or two.
Right.
I want to
Right.
see what guy was on the cutting room floor. Also, I thought that Melo could have played international for another 10 years.
Yeah, but they didn't want him in Rio. They were tripping about him in, they've been tripping about Melo in international ball.
Well,
I'm
just Team USA.
Team USA, yeah.
They
yeah.
was? Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah, the Rio Olympics 2016. They were already tripping then.
Dude, he should. I mean, Team USA puts out these teams of G League guys.
Yeah.
And then dudes who ain't even in the G League.
He should coach be in work with Team USA. That would be amazing.
He is the leading
that
scorer.
Would be dope.
He should be involved in Team USA for the rest of his life.
Because he had to learn international rules the hard way. Like when you watch the
bronze one,
the 2004 Olympics, you see Melo is getting schooled because he doesn't know there's no offensive interference. People are just going up and grabbing the ball and doing all kind of stuff, and he's looking like, oh, I didn't even know this is how y'all play. Y'all have different rules. And then he comes back a monster.
Yeah.
So he would be perfect to relay some of that information to the younger guys that come into Team USA.
I mean, every other country has an old guy on the team.
Right.
And Melo should be that old man.
Right.
For 2 more Olympics,
mm-hmm.
I just think he could have done it. And I would have liked to have seen him at the FIBA Americas tournament.
Yeah.
Come on.
Timing great. It's Lakers versus Nuggets. His first team against his last team.
But of course.
The star player who might get a finals MVP wears his number.
Yeah.
Instead of taking away from, a moment that Joker could potentially have, let's get this out the way. Let's announce this right now. I do like that.
I mean, I bet I could tell you, I could understand why you would like that. Also, I'm wondering, what happens when it's time to retire jerseys? Melo started the Nuggets even being relevant.
Okay.
The Nuggets were a franchise that was never going to do anything of any significance.
Wow.
And then Melo came and changed
wow.
it. Yeah.
You're really going to say that in front of somebody that took a picture with Dikembe Mutombo?
Yeah.
You're really going to say that knowing that David Thompson existed?
Yeah.
You're really going to say that knowing that 2 guys that went to UCLA changed their colors to powder blue and yellow?
Yes.
All right.
Come on, man. I'm not wrong. Dikembe's best years was with Atlanta, and we only remember him playing with AI. If you remember Dikembe winning a first-round series and crying on the ground, that means you watch a lot of basketball.
Okay.
That doesn't have anything to do with the rest of the country.
The rest of the country thinks of him as Yao Ming's backup with T-Mac.
I know that the Nuggets was cool or whatever, but they was never going to be in the finals.
Okay.
They never swept anybody until this year.
Yeah.
They was never going to do nothing, bro. And then they drafted Melo because the Pistons are dumb.
Okay.
And that's turned the tide of their franchise entirely. Melo leaves. what they got back from Melo turns into Jamal Murray. Like, he is in the foundation of this version of the Nuggets.
Okay.
They changed the jerseys when he came. The guy at the bodega in the Denver Nuggets jeans.
Okay.
This is because of Melo.
Right.
He is number 15.
So we're
who's gonna get the jersey retired? Like the Nuggets are gonna have to acknowledge Carmelo at some point, and Joker is gonna be the one that wins them a title. What do you do about the jersey retirement?
You give it to Joker. Melo, you demanded a trade. You blew up the team.
Yeah.
You're saying all that, and it was Melo's team.
And he left.
And then Melo was like, I want to leave.
What a mistake.
And it's like, all right, but like we're doing we got Birdman. Like we got J.R. Smith. And then you take J.R. Smith with you.
Yeah.
You know, like
you're right.
All like I feel like that Nuggets team was built for Melo, and then Melo was like, all right, I want to be in New York.
I hear that, and you're right, but they got to do something. Maybe they'll put his name on the ring of the stadium.
Right.
They got to do something.
I mean, a half Jokic, half Melo jersey would be cool. Like you might get the 1 or the 5, but I feel like you let the Joker have that number for a reason.
You're right, and they're not wrong to do that because Melo did demand the trade. You're right.
Yeah.
I guess my only hope is that next year they throw back the original Powder Blues in honor of Melo.
They let T-Mac wear number 1 in Orlando.
That's
it
true.
Happens. Sometimes it happens.
It happens. It happens.
You know?
It happens. You right. You right.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about some active basketball players. The W. Wow. We're into week, 3 of the season? It's about to be week 3. Well, right now is week 2.
Okay.
By the time
I
see
was
this,
like, yo, I only saw like almost a week. Okay.
Yeah, we're coming up on the 3rd week, and things in Mystics Land are looking dicey.
Okay.
We beat New York game 1.
All right.
Won me almost $300.
All right.
Shout out to my
money
six.
on the Mystics.
I will. This is the only thing I'll bet on.
Okay.
Is women's basketball. Another tip for y'all watching, the total point numbers that Vegas puts out be crazy.
Crazy up, crazy down.
Crazy up. Crazy up, man.
Okay.
And even when they adjusted it, they still be up. Like opening night, they had the line set at 160, 162. And that's like, you're not going to get that in the beginning of the season.
Right.
Everybody ain't warmed up. They don't, and the way women's basketball works is they haven't been working out together in the offseason.
Okay.
Ain't no banana boats. Your starting power forward is in Latvia.
Mm-hmm.
Your point guard is in Tel Aviv right now.
Okay.
They be all over Europe.
Yeah.
They come back at different times because
calling
they got
cards.
Exactly.
Okay.
Boss cards. You got to call them with a boss card.
Okay.
So
you're giving them people a lot because I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I hope nobody from Vegas sees the pod.
That is a big tip from your boy. If you see a total point number at 160,
okay,
anywhere before the All-Star break, consider it.
Consider it.
Just consider it, because
you might get some people in trouble.
Oh yeah, you probably gonna lose your house messing with me. But just listen, that's just what I found, and that's what worked for me.
Okay,
I hit a couple of them unders, and I got that bag.
Yeah,
that's just me.
Get that WNBA
but then
bag.
We beat New York, who's supposed to be the best team in the league, and then we blow 2 straight to Connecticut.
New York's supposed to be the best team, or
okay, excuse me,
or Vegas.
Now the
place is paying you.
Now, what I have found out on this episode is Rob respects the previous champion a lot. Whoever won the year before is the best team until they lose.
That trophy means something to me. I'm not Travis Kelce just throwing trophies around. If you win a trophy, that means something. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once is the best movie until next March when another movie dethrones it. That's how it works.
And so if you see a movie that's better than that, you just have to hold. You can't say anything about it until
Hold that till it's time to vote, till it's for your consideration. Don't even consider it.
And it's not, it don't exist.
It don't exist. Yeah. Jamie Lee, Best Supporting Actress till next year.
Okay.
Hold that. Go watch Trading Places.
Sure.
Go watch True Lies.
Sure.
Go watch Freaky Friday.
Got you.
You know the one.
I will. Pardon me.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going on. We blow 2 straight to Connecticut. I mean, it's gonna be a long year for the Mystics.
I was in Connecticut. I should have went to the game.
Should have went. It was an alright game. It was like a brutal game. It looked like a playoff game. My bad.
Oh, you good. Shout out New London. Shout out New Haven, Connecticut. I was out there last weekend.
We like how y'all do pizza, I think.
Yeah.
Anywho, I mean, you got a team yet?
You know, I'm looking at the Aces. You know, still thinking about the Dream.
Get on down. They won a game last night.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna rock with the Dream. I'm gonna rock with the Dream.
Just add an Atlanta team to your
right.
resume.
I need more Atlanta
You could
teams,
use one
you know?
more.
I'm soccer, baseball. Let's go WNBA.
Yeah, get them in there.
Yeah.
All the alternate sports.
Yeah.
I like all this.
Mm-hmm.
They coming to town August 12th.
Okay.
Courtside.
I'm gonna be in Toronto that night. If you in Toronto, come see me live in your city.
Come on, man. He's gonna be on top of CN
Toronto.
Tower.
Yeah.
Somebody told me CN stand for cool new. I just heard that.
Cool new tower?
That's what I heard. Somebody said that. That was just some shit I seen on Discord. This year's gonna be good. I'm worried about my team might not be as good as I thought. That's what I'm getting at. And I'm dancing around it because the way we lost them 2 games was brutal.
It's only 2 games though.
But it ain't look right, man.
Yeah.
We can't get no rebounds.
You gotta bounce back. They always say what Michael Jordan never lost 3 games in a row from 1991 to 1998. That means there's some 2 games in there.
We can't get no rebounds, and our guard play needs some work. I ain't naming no names.
Okay, so Jamel, on my potential team Aces, they were clowning Candace Parker for wearing white socks with black shoes. How you feel about that?
Now, it was just Kelsey Plum.
Okay.
And I don't know what that means. But what I will say is I think all black shoes with white socks is okay if you really hoop for real.
Yeah.
I think if you hoop for real,
yeah,
that's a part of the uniform sometimes.
Right.
Because that's like a...
Well, we from an era where everybody didn't have black socks.
Yeah.
There was a rumor when I was a child that the ink from color socks would get into your blood if you hooped in it. There was a guy that came to our team meeting and said, my kid will not be playing in blue or gold socks because the dye will get into his blood, and I never forgot it. I was so scared. So I get wearing white socks.
In his blood?
Yes.
Like the kid is going to turn into sock man?
And then another parent was like, I heard that's why the Chicago Bulls doesn't wear black socks.
It's because the league that was the rule of the league. You had to wear white
socks.
Why
was that the rule of the league? Because it's a sneaky dye.
Did you do
the sneaky dye of the 90s, the old sneaky dye scandal of 1996.
I do think that sock dye in the 90s probably wasn't up to code.
Right.
And probably could do some weird stuff to your feet.
Right.
Now, get into your blood and then do what? Make you a sock?
Poison you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you try get to sock poison.
Yeah, you got sock poison.
You run 2 suicides and get sock poison?
Yeah.
There's no documented cases of sock poison. What? Nobody has ever gotten sock poison.
I don't know, man.
But that's what they were saying. That's crazy. Okay, so in the 90s, all black shoes with white socks looked good because those was the rules that all the leagues had.
Plus, most of your black shoes had a little white in it. So it would like offset that. All black shoes with white socks. I don't think it's that crazy.
It's not crazy. I mean, come on.
I think all white shoes with black socks, you're nuts.
No, that's illegal, dude.
Like little pulls of black sock in your white sock liner.
Get out. Dude, if you wear all white shoes with black socks, get off of this feed. Right. Unsubscribe right now. We don't want you. We don't want your digital currency.
Call the asylum.
No, get them out of here.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Right.
The opposite is iconic though, bro. Jordan is wearing the all black the sevens with the white socks when he hits the shrug is black shoes with white socks.
Playoff Jordan, they bringing back the playoff 8s. White
it's
socks.
The 8s. My bad. It's
no. The shrug is the Shrug's
Shrug
7s.
It's the 7.
It's the 7s. It's 92.
Okay, because I thought the shrug was the 8s.
No, the Shrugs is against Portland. It's 92. It's the what they started to call later the Raptor 7s because of the Toronto Raptors colors because it's got a little purple in there. But the playoff 7s.
Either way, he's wearing all blacks with
all
some
black
white socks.
That's how he rolled in the playoffs.
And that's just a class. That's
Step on me a little bit. You might
vintage
need
look.
To. Yeah.
And Candace was just like, yeah, you know what it is. Also, Vegas looked great. I think on the last episode, I came in here like, hey, we don't know what's going to happen. They don't got a coach for 2 days. Turns out that shit do not matter at all.
At all. They got a squad.
They got a squad.
Team.
They got a squad. And my squad needs some work, but we still top 5. But right now, we probably 5th. I think in the early overreaction, it goes Vegas. I'm going to still put New York over us.
Okay.
Because right after they lost to us, Breanna Stewart had 79 points against Indiana. So I'm going to say it go Indiana, New York. It goes Vegas, New York, Connecticut.
Okay.
Then us.
Yeah.
And then 5th, the Sparks.
Okay.
Sparks are sneaky.
Sneaky Sparks.
Zaya Cook.
Okay.
The rookies, it's so hard to be a rookie and even make a team.
Yeah.
For her to, in her first game, score double digits and play meaningful minutes the whole way, like, they had to put her in. It was like, if we want to win, we have to play her. It wasn't like that should happen on accident. She's got this sauce.
Okay.
Shout out to Bojangles. I think she was doing Bojangles ads. Zaya Cook is definitely one to watch. I think Sparks is going to be a good team. I don't know what's up with Mercury long term, but it was good to see Brittany Griner back.
BG. Jizzle. Call it what you feel. She's back.
And looking good.
Great to see.
Looking good.
Great to see.
It's definitely weird to see her without the dreads. I'm not going to lie.
It is a little weird, but that might be a competitive advantage.
And you know what, though? You know what's crazy? I'm not sure where I'm going with this. But before...
That is crazy.
Before she got detained, I felt like the energy Brittany Griner was putting out there was starting to get a little Ja Morantish.
Okay.
Not that she was ever out of pocket. I've never seen her be out of pocket, but she was shooting semi-autos. She was kind of getting loose. You would see her out like she was she was like getting a little loose online.
Okay.
And now that she's been back, we haven't really seen her on the computer yet. But she cut the dreads, and it seems like she's just super happy to be back and not really thinking about nothing else.
Seen a lot. Was that the nerd prom? You know, done been all over the country, shook hands with so many people. It's time to play basketball. She's probably so happy to just like be able to just do what she does, and that's hoop, you know? So
I wonder what's going to happen with their team, because it's just like, I think they're all just happy that she's back, and ain't nobody really thinking about wins and losses. But she had 2 good games.
Okay.
Hasn't played in 500 days.
Okay.
Went for what? 29 last night.
Okay.
So she's back.
Yeah.
She ain't like back.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna need a few months.
Okay.
Maybe even a whole season.
Okay.
But she's like back.
Yeah. On her way.
Worth a watch. Tune in, folks. Also, League Pass is like $17.
Come on, man.
It's nothing.
Subscribe right now. Hit the link right here. Nah,
this show only costs $73 to listen to.
Yeah.
$16,
you got that.
You got
I believe
that.
in you.
We know you got that because you paid $73 to watch this.
How much would you pay for the new Hardens?
You'd have to. I'll pay $50.
$50?
And it better come with a couple ankle braces.
The Hardens look like a rough draft. They look like you're not done drawing a human foot.
Why is James Harden playing in increasingly weird-looking shoes.
I don't know. I feel like if there's one signature shoe that if you had to make one out of wood, this is the one that you could carve out of wood.
Yeah, they look like they could be clogs, no problem.
Yeah.
The front looked like boats.
They look like boats.
It looks like 2 speedboats.
And not only in shape, but also material. Like they also look like they're made out of boat material.
Could float.
Yeah.
In water.
Flex Shield dude should get the new Hardens. That's who should get the new Hardens. The Flex Shield dude.
It seems whenever Harden is with his team making his shoes and he's in the Adidas office and they're like, what do you want to do, James? It seems like James is just like, I don't need what humans need.
Right.
I only need to be able to stop really fast, and that's it.
Maybe,
I don't need any ankle support. I don't need any heel stabilizers. Just put my foot in a bag.
Maybe Harden's like, my ankles are too strong, and that's what's stopping me. My strong ankles are holding me back. Please just leave them alone, let them loose, so that I can break them down to like a normal set of ankles.
He's got too much ankle?
That or he wraps his foot up so much, because now that I've had a foot injury, I'm like, oh, if I wrap my foot like that and then I wore the Hardens, maybe then I would like be in a perfect set of mobility because my ankle's actually wrapped, but the shoe is just on my foot.
It's just based off wearing the 5s and the Harden 5s being one of the worst shoes I've ever put on.
Mm-hmm.
Not just basketball. As soon as I put my foot in it, I was like, this is bad. Something bad is going to happen to me.
I like wearing the Harden 6, Volume 6. I like that they're books, first of all. But I like wearing the Harden Volume 6. I only hooped in them once, and I had a good time. It was fine.
You know what I'd like to see? A book of all of the things James Harden did in the volumes.
Yeah.
What happened in Volume 1? What happened in Volume 2? What happened in Volume 3?
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7.
That's a Harden book that starts in Houston. Yeah, already
ridiculous.
No bench years in this book.
Page 2.
Starting.
Page 2, they're at Sparkleburger.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, Mike D'Antoni.
This is Sparkleburger. It's open till 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Come on, have a seat, Mike. They're playing Martin. Young. Them shoes are crazy, and I'm scared to wear them. The idea of the 6s had just gotten good to me. And then I see a sample of a shoe that looked like the wildest shit I ever done seen. Come on, James.
Mm-hmm.
Stop acting like you're going to Houston, too. Don't go back. Stay with us. Stay in Philly.
Allen Iverson keeps drawing stuff online. He just made a sneaker.
Oh, okay. Wait. You're talking about artificial intelligence.
I'm sorry. Andre Iguodala keeps drawing stuff online. He made some like beds and some toilets out of sneakers. They made a Timberland bed. The dumbest bed was the foam positive bed.
This is what I'm talking about. This is an extension of the thing that I've been saying since a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
They don't understand how we think. A computer was like, oh, what if we made sneakers you could doo-doo in?
I think someone asked the computer to do that. I think all the dumb stuff we see is because a human being was like, oh, what would this look like? And then the computer does it. And then we're like, look at this dumb computer out here making a bed out of shell toes. Like, yeah, that's what you asked it to do.
Did Gilbert Arenas ask him to do it? Is that who did it?
I don't know.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make it Wizards.
It gets real weird when he's a Magic.
When he took a shit in someone's shoe, he was on the Wizards.
For sure.
Yeah.
I thought you said that because I said shell toes.
No.
Triple entendre. Don't even ask me how.
Yeah, we flip it around.
Yeah. I don't like how they do the laces because the laces are not like a comforter, just like a big lace.
Yeah, I can't sleep underneath a lace, man.
What bed looked the most comfortable to you?
I mean, I guess the Jordan 1 bed.
Okay.
It just
Air Max 1 bed look kind of comfortable.
Okay, you could put
look kind of comfy.
Were the pillows air bubbles?
The air bubble was in the bottom of the bed.
Oh, so it even underneath.
So maybe that's storage.
Even the monsters are under my bed are sleeping in comfort.
Right.
Nice.
I personally think that the Jordan 13 bed might be the most comfortable.
I mean, the Jordan 13 should have been a bed.
It should have been a bed.
This looked like a mattress.
Yeah.
This right here?
He's got Jordan 13 DNA all over this shoe.
This is
I don't know if
Serta.
you can tell, but this shoe is like a
Purple foam.
has a paternity suit against the Flint 13s.
Memory foam.
Yeah.
This is a mattress.
Are these golf shoes?
No.
What are they for? Are they
I think
trainers?
they're just for walking.
Okay.
I really think if you try to run in these, they'll explode.
They're for laughing at iPads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the time.
Mm-hmm.
But this is, I mean, when the 13s came out, they was like, oh, it's because Mike likes golf courses, but they just ripped up a bunch of mattresses and put it on.
Last pair of Jordans my parents bought me, 13s.
Nice.
Yeah, I begged for them. The minute they launched, it's a long era of talking them into getting the shoes.
About 8 months.
And then that time has to align with when one of them come out. Because it's like finally they get the money. If it doesn't come out, then you don't just get that money. They're just like, well, I'm sorry, it's over.
Of course.
The 13s are no more. They're sold out. So luckily I was able to convince my dad to give me the 13s when the Cherry 13s dropped, like February 98. And so, yeah.
Those are some good ones.
Those are some good ones.
Those are some good ones, man.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine you got a lot of good run out of those.
Well, if you have the streamers, if you got Hulu, you probably watched over the weekend White Man Can't Jump, the reboot, and you might have seen a hat like this. This is the follow-through hat, just like in the movie.
Hey.
Our dear friend CJ Toledano, he just wanted to make a reference to Wayne's World and, his obsession with SNL and that whole lore. And now, it's cemented in the history of film.
Of remakes.
Yeah. Now this is a piece of cinema. Now when people see this, they're going to be like, I've seen that before, and I've seen it in a movie.
I like that the guy who wore the hat, it seems like his character's always eating.
That guy is great in BMF. Did you watch BMF?
I have not seen. I've only seen the first because I only had the free trial to Stars.
Okay,
but I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there.
Holler at me.
Oh, because you got that? Yeah.
Because I got Stars, but I'm a bounce it once Ghost ends.
Okay,
and then I won't get it back until Raising Kanan or BMF come back.
Okay.
If that's an indication on where I am on other Stars shows.
Let it be such.
Let it be such.
Sure.
Yeah.
Also,
I like my drug dealers in the past.
We don't need
80s, 90s.
Yeah.
Cool with it.
Yeah.
The contemporary drug shows, they're all right.
It's too much, man. Trying to tell me how you deal drugs on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
Next.
Yeah.
Pick up a payphone. This movie, I can't wait to watch. I can't wait to see what kind of dunk Jack Harlow does.
Yeah.
Because Woody, he caught a oop. He might have even pumped it.
Right.
What is Jack going to give us?
I also wonder if
man?
there's a title track on the soundtrack.
Nah. Because they don't do soundtracks no more.
Because the first White Man Can't Jump had that song, White Man, don't you know that white man can't jump? And it would be funny if, like...
You can't do soundtracks for movies with white people in it. Those are the new rules.
Really?
I mean, that's true. I just made that up, but it feels like it, right?
Oh,
it feels like
man.
if your movie gonna have a soundtrack, it's got to be virtually no white people.
But White Man Can't Jump is a movie. I feel like there's a franchise where there's just one white guy.
But he's like too. It says white man in the title.
Right.
He's too prevalent.
Right.
Black Panther, the white guy, he barely in the movie.
That's true. What if Jay-Z sees White Man Can't Jump and then makes American Gangster 2 based off of like how he felt watching White Man Can't Jump? Because he saw American Gangster and then made American Gangster. So then
he was saying he wouldn't just call it White Man Can't Jump, the album?
I'm sorry.
He was
2023, he's calling that thing American Gangster 2.
But it's
just about basketball.
It's just about basketball. I'm in the zone like the 2-3.
Yeah.
But that's not gangster. Okay, I'm following you, and I do want to hear it. Jay, please make the album for the White Man Can't Jump remake. Please.
Have you seen these fit pics of Jonah Hill?
I have.
What are you thinking?
I mean, I think they're all right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think he's taking some chances. He
Yeah.
likes to use color. Sometimes the whites don't. Sometimes the whites get a little afraid of colors. And I think maybe, I'll give him some credit for taking some risks. I don't know if he's a fashionista. I don't know if he's a Maxinista.
Right. I mean, Jonah Hill has always been in tune with what's going on. Remember when that guy was running around New York beating up people who wore Supreme and said he was banging on his chest? Jonah Hill just happened to be in Soho, like in one of those videos. You know, like Jonah Hill was at the Bape LA launch, like in 2007, 2008, around that time when Bape was on fire. Like, so, outside of you people, we've seen Jonah Hill put a drip on. He had an Adidas deal, mid-90s. There was, around that time, some Jonah Hill Adidas. So I'm not surprised to see that certain people are starting to pay attention to Jonah Hill's fashion. I always thought he couldn't be a trendsetter, but he could be a dude that's got his own style.
And that's basically where he is.
Mm-hmm.
He wore a jersey with no number on it tucked in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's
like
that's very
Spinelli.
That's very individual of you.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna do it. You can't.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ever see a Jonah Hill fit and be like, "That's me." You know what I did do? As soon as I saw Hoodie Melo doing the monochromatic sweatsuits with the pea coat over top, I immediately went and did that.
That's a fun move.
That was a fun move.
That's a fun move.
When Melo did that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I don't think I'm gonna ever wear the whatever the stretched out beanie that he's wearing, where it's like almost whatever that Kyrie Irving hat that's halfway between a beanie and a bucket hat.
Yeah.
A bucket beanie.
A bucket beanie.
Whatever them is, the mushmouth hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that. But I dress like Hoodie Melo every winter.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, we weren't talking about
my bad. I ain't mean that. I got thrown off.
Jonah Hill. You know how that
yeah.
always happens when you start talking about Jonah Hill and then it's like, I don't know who you got, Melo or Jonah. Like which one?
Which one?
Yeah.
If you got one shot.
If you got one shot
to win the game. And then Max Kellerman's like, I'm taking Jonah Hill.
I'm taking Jonah Hill. You people, Jonah Hill, he's not missing one shot.
One 17-foot jump shot for the fate of the world. The finger on the button.
Kobe's, it's a wrap. Jonah Hill.
Give me Jonah Hill.
We lost a lot this week. Not only did I lose my tech challenges, not only did the Lakers lose, but also we lost some legends, Tina Turner, and Jim Brown. Jim Brown, somebody who I got the pleasure of being around at the NFL honors, and I always like putting him in the script and them cutting away to him looking like, what the heck is happening right now?
That's a great bit.
But just an amazing athlete in college. He also, I think, went to Syracuse
for lacrosse.
They changed the rules of lacrosse for him because when he was playing lacrosse, he would throw the whole stick, and that's the movie we need to see. The movie of Jim Brown running up to people and throwing sticks at them. Where's that movie at?
I would watch it.
Jim Brown, he would play for the Cleveland Browns, won an NFL championship, decided to, there was a conflict with him doing a movie. They didn't want to let him come late, and so he retired early and got out the game early, and now look, history shows that maybe he was right.
Yeah, I mean the NFL definitely doesn't really care about anyone's body.
Right.
And Jim was probably the first one who got hip to that. Like, oh, I guess if I show up to camp on time, they'll be happy if I left at the end of the season with a cane.
A visionary. I mean, he saw that and then went on to have a cool movie career.
He was a cameo in every notable sitcom you've ever thought about watching.
He's in Original Gangsters.
He is the original gangster.
He's he's in I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
Come on, you dirty mother.
Don't say that. Also, Slaughter. Have you ever seen Slaughter?
No.
Slaughter is his blaxploitation movie.
That's a joint?
Yeah, it's crazy. There's a scene in there where he's playing tennis. He's like ripping a dude at tennis. It's nuts.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course he was good at tennis. Can you imagine Jim Brown at Wimbledon?
That would have been crazy.
With the kufi on?
Yeah. Arthur Ashe would have been one thing, but Jim Brown in there with the kufi on. You know, speaking of the kufi, one year I was Jim Brown for Halloween. I wore a kufi and also thought the clothes that he wore in the 90s looked like my karate gi. So I wore my karate gi and a kufi, and no one knew who I was. I was like, I'm Jim Brown. And then people would die laughing.
Because that's insane. That's insane to do, bro. That's
not with a jersey on, not like a football player. I'm Jim Brown,
post-retirement
in
Jim Brown.
American Gangster. Like I'm Jim Brown promoting American Gangster. That's the Jim Brown I am. I am Jim Brown, the activist.
Well, I'm Jamel Johnson, and what's your name?
I am Rob Haze.
And this is through. Thanks for listening.
Thank you so much.
Or watching or whatever.
For watching our show.